Hello everybody, this is Ma'am Sheena and I am back for topic 2. It's all about the first function of management, which is planning. Okay, so before I start discussing this topic, of course, let me first recognize the top scorers for our quiz number 2. Yes, for BSBA, meron tayong marami actually, kaya hindi ko na siya babasahin. Pero the quiz class is actually over 10 lang. So, ibig sabihin nun, kapag 11 kayo, may sobra pa kayong na isa. Yan. So, ulitin ko lang yung sa A. Ayan. So, perfect score yung 10. Ang passing score po, usually ay 50%. So, ibig sabihin 5. Equivalent nun ay 75%. So, if you score greater than that, then pasado kayo. So, maraming matataas this quiz. Okay, for section B naman, nandito ang top scorers natin. Ang, syempre, i-recognize ko ang lumampas pa sa perfect dahil nag-iisa lang naman siya si May Orteo. She got 11 over 10. Yes naman, congratulations. Yan, pwede nyo na itong screenshot, ganyan. Para may ma-store kayo, ibigay nyo sa nanay nyo, ganyan. Congratulations, Kat. Okay, for section C. Yes, meron ding nakakuha ng 11 for section C, si Pepe Jane Panlucio. Congratulations! Siyempre, marami din naman naka-10 at 9. And of course, yung BSBAD natin. Wow, meron ding nakadalawa na 11. Okay, si Adrian Cruz, it's John Vincent Bakiran. Congratulations everybody sa nakakuha ng mga top scores. I hope you could I could see again your name sa top scores next time. Yes. Okay, so let us proceed with the module. And before we proceed pala with the module, I would like to, syempre, kumustahin kayo? How are you guys? How are you coping with the online class? Kanya. I hope you are doing okay. So, I hope kahit paano na motivate ko kayo sa mga small words ko, ganyan. I hope you could appreciate it. And disclaimer lang, I am using my webcam camera, so medyo malabo siya. For some reason, I cannot connect the application that I use para maging webcam ko yung camera ng phone ko. So, yes, I do that. So, if you want to know yung mga may laptop dyan, kung gusto yung i-connect or kung gusto yung gamitin yung camera ng phone nyo for webcam, yan, comment down below para i-comment ko. And then, ilalagay ko na lang siguro sa description box nitong video. Okay. So, the contents of this module, of course, ito yung objectives natin. Define the nature and purposes of planning. Classify the types of goals organizations might have and the plans they use. Compare and contrast approaches to goal setting and planning. And lastly, to discuss contemporary issues in planning. With that, we have 4 subtopics for this module. What and why of planning, goals and plans, setting goals and developing plans, and last is the contemporary issues in planning. Okay, let us now go to the first subtopic, what and why of planning. Okay. Someone famous said, specifically Benjamin Franklin, that failing to plan is planning to fail. I think this is one of the reflection questions that I gave you, but I will just give you a short idea or a simple idea. What does failing to plan is planning to fail? Sabi nga nila, a business that fails to plan plans to fail. Ganon. Okay. So, what does this mean? Okay, during your brainstorming, siguro na panggit nyo na to, pero you could expound that if wala kang plano, sure na mag-fail ka. That is the simplest way to explain it. Because the plan is actually your blueprint. Your plan is actually the, kumbaga, guide mo on what direction you will go to. Okay, especially for the organization. Kung wala silang plano, di para silang mga bulag, di ba? They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do, who to do it. Kaya magtuturoan na lang sila. So, ibig sabihin nun, kung wala kang plan, sure na mag-fail ka. Okay, that is the simplest way to say it. Okay, and for me, planning is the most important because it's the start. Okay, at kung hindi okay yung plan mo, pwedeng hindi okay yung organizing mo, yung leading part mo, even the controlling. Kasi later on, in the controlling part, makikita nyo na planning and controlling are actually related. Okay, so what is planning? Planning is a management function that involves setting goals, setting or defining the organization's goals, establishing strategies for achieving those goals, and developing plans to integrate and coordinate activities. It is actually concerned with both ends, what and means. Okay? And class, I would like to emphasize that when we use the term planning, we mean it's formal planning. Okay? In formal planning, specific goals covering a specific time period are defined. These goals are written and shared with organizational members to reduce ambiguity and create a common understanding about what needs to be done. Finally, specific plans exist for achieving these goals. So, I am actually doing a strategy paper about an organization, but I noticed that they are not doing a formal planning. So, they plan through, syempre, kunyari, pag nag-uusap lang sila casually, ganyan. So, I think that is not considered planning as per this definition. Okay. So, why do managers plan? Or what is the importance of planning? First, planning provides direction to managers and non-managers alike. Yun nga yung sinabi ko, if they don't have a plan, ibig sabihin, hindi nila alam kung anong susundan. Yan, parang itong si Lost Boy, naglalakad lang siya, pero hindi niya alam ang kanyang pupuntahan. When employees know what their organization or work unit is trying to accomplish, what they must contribute to reach goals, they can coordinate their activities, cooperate with each other, and do what it takes to accomplish these goals. Okay, so it provides direction. Number 2, managers need to plan to reduce uncertainty. Parang mabawasan yung parang pagkalito or something na hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin. Planning reduces uncertainty by forcing managers to look ahead, anticipate change, consider the impact of change, and develop appropriate responses. Although planning would eliminate uncertainty, managers plan so they can respond effectively. So, narinig nyo na ba yung word na forecast or forecasting? Yun. We forecast to reduce uncertainty kasi we forecast naman with the current trends, using the current trends. Kunyari, mag-forecast ka ng profit, ganyan. Yung profit mo, naka-forecast mo using the data naman available na parang kumaga historical data. So, it reduces uncertainty. Okay, ito yung posibleng maging profit natin, ganyan. And syempre, pwede mo rin gamitin yung mga futuristic na trends in order to reduce the uncertainty. Okay, in addition to that, of course, planning minimizes waste and redundancy. When work activities are coordinated around plans, inefficiencies become obvious and can be corrected or eliminated. Okay, that's right. So planning will actually give you more quality by reducing the waste, yung paulit-ulit. Kasi, di ba, kung meron kang sinusundan, kapag meron kang parang manual on how to do it, that is actually a plan, di ba? Ibig sabihin, mababawasan din yung mali. And finally, planning establishes the goals and standards for controlling. Okay, there is actually a connection between planning and controlling. Okay, so makikita nyo later on na sa planning is setting the goals, pero ang controlling, i-make sure niya na lahat ng ginagawa ng company ay according sa plan. Okay? Yun. So when managers plan, they develop goals and plans. When they control, they see whether the plans have been carried out and the goals are met. Okay. So is there a relationship or a link between planning and performance? Okay. Ang answer dito ay yes. Although hindi necessarily na pag nagplan ka talagang magsasucceed ka. Pero there is a positive link. Formal planning is associated with positive financial results. Okay. Ibig sabihin ng positive financial results, higher profits, higher return on assets, and so forth. Okay. At the same time, quality of planning or implementation more important is quality of planning or implementation more important than the extent of it. So doing a good job of planning, implementing those plans plays a bigger part in higher performance than how much planning is done. Okay, so ibig sabihin nun, class, kahit na ang haba-haba ng pinlan mo, ang ganda-ganda ng plano mo, pero sa implementation, wala lang din. Useless yung plan mo. So planning and implementation go hand in hand. Okay, what else? External factors can reduce the impact of planning on performance. Okay, in those studies where formal planning didn't lead to higher performance, the external environment often was the culprit. Imagine mo, the external environment are the factors that cannot be controlled. Okay? When government or external forces such as government regulations or powerful labor union constrain managers' options, it reduces the impact planning has on organization's performance. So, meron tayong mga bagay na hindi nako-control. Kaya, kahit na ang ganda-ganda ng plano mo, parang ganito, so COVID, di ba? You expected na, ito, mataas yung profit ko kasi ginalingan ko naman sa marketing, but then, COVID happened. So, ang ganda ng plan mo, pero dahil nagkaroon ng COVID, hindi pa rin nag-succeed. Okay. And finally, planning performance relationship seems to be influenced by the planning time frame. It seems that at least 4 years of formal planning is required before it begins to affect performance. So, yun dito ay parang required na at least 4 years yung plano mo. And dapat consistent siya, of course. Okay. The second subtopic is all about goals and plans. Okay. First bonus question natin is actually related to this. Okay. So, ano bang pagkakaiba ng goals at plans? Ang goal, class, or desired outcomes or targets. Okay? Yun yung target mo. Kumbaga parang sa, kunyari nagbo-bowling ka, your target are the pins, right? Yun yung goals. But the bonus question 1, okay, yung last time, I think, parang almost kulang yung mga sagot. Okay, pero merong dalawa akong napili. Hindi ko pa pala na-post yun, no? I think si Jovelyn, hindi ko maalala, basta yung by dalawa kasi mali masabi kong pangalan. So, merong dalawa tayo class na nakakuha ng bonus points last module. Post ko later on. Pero the bonus question 1 is the difference between a goal and an objective. Okay? So, comment nyo na yan. Pero, ano bang pagkakaiba ng plan sa goal? Okay, ang plan, class, is that ang plan are the documents that outline how goals are going to be met. So, hindi sila magkaparehas, pero magka-relate sila. Okay? Kasi yung plans mo, yung plan mo ay yung kung paano, how. It answers the how question. How these goals or objectives can be met. Okay. So, we have different types of goals here. Okay. First, na set. Kasi ano sila parang contrasting, pero dalawang set. First is yung financial goals at strategic goals. Okay, anong pagkakaiba ng financial strategic? First, ang financial class is related to the financial performance. Kaya siya financial. For example, your goal is to earn profit like this or earn sales, ganyan. So, related lahat sa financial. Okay. However, kapag other areas of organization's performance, strategic goals na yun. What are example of strategic goals? Okay, for example, aside from financial, all about yung non-financial, or about your people, anong aim mo, or employee retention, ganyan, or customer retention. Hindi siya financial, right? It cannot be measured. It cannot be measured by numbers. Pero goal siya kasi, or strategic goal siya kasi it's all about the organization's performance. Okay. The second set of goals ay yung real goals at stated goals. Ito, medyo madali namang maintindihan to. Pero real goals class, actually, we should start with stated goals. Ang stated goals are that an organization actually pursues as defined by the actions of its members. Okay, parang nabaliktad ko yata yung ano nito. Okay, wait lang ha. Ayan. So, wait lang, pause. Okay, nabaliktad yung kanina. Ayan, so ito yung tama. Huwag po kayong malito. Ayan, disclaimer, ito yung tama. Stated goals class, these are official statements of what an organization says. Kaya siya nga stated. And what it wants its various stakeholders to believe its goals are. Okay, yan. Bonus number 2. Okay, what are the stated goals of our university? Okay, comment nyo na yan sa baba. Siguro kung sinong mauna na lang. Okay. Ayan, or kung sinong pinaka-kompleto. So, pipili ako later on kung anong stated goals. Okay, pero meron pang sunod yun. What are the stated goals and what are the real goals? Okay. Ano mga pagkakaiba nila? Ang stated goals ay yung mga nakasulat sa papel or nakastate siya or naka-declare, ganyan, or nakasulat sa PS website, ganyan. But the real goals class, ito yung goals na pinaperson ng organization as defined by actions of its members. Okay. I would ask you, ang stated ba ay always real goals? Okay, pwedeng oo, pwedeng hindi. Okay. So, may mga times na itong nakalagay sa goal mo, pero ang goal mo is to, kunyari, serve the customers or customer satisfaction, pero yung real goals naman, yung ginagawa ng yung mga members ng isang community or members ng organization mo, iba naman. Okay, so parang hindi nagtutugma yung stated at real goals natin. So, ang real goals, ito yung talagang ginagawa or talagang ginugol ng mga tao. For example, my goal or the stated goal is actually, stated goal ko is to become successful. Pero ang real goal ko pala is not really to be successful, but to be happy. Happy lang. Yes. Ang liim lang na example, pero parang ganon. Na pwedeng yung sinasabi mo ay hindi yung totoo na gusto mo talaga. Okay. So, there are types of plans here. Okay, very important to kasi kung, for example, ipapa-identify ko what are the types of plans according to breed, time frame, specificity, and frequency, maiba-iba yan. Okay, so, mahalaga po ito, slide na to. Okay, according to breed. Meron tayong dalawa class, ang strategic plans at operational plans. Kung tatanungin niyo ako kung ano ito yung breed, ibig sabihin yung parang scope niya, gano'n. According to scope, strategic plans are plans that apply to the entire organization and establish the organization's overall goals. So, ibig sabihin, ang strategic plan po ay ginagawa for the whole organization. Okay? Ibig sabihin, buo talaga siya. Ang operational naman is pwedeng department lang or specific unit. Yun. So, ang operational is one part lang ng isang organization. Okay. Next naman is all about the time frame. So, meron tayo ditong tinatawag na long-term plan and short-term plan. Ang long-term plan class is plans that ang time frame niya, or ibig sabihin, kinakandak mo yung or ginagawa mo yung plan that is beyond 3 years or more than 3 years mo siyang ginagawa. Okay, or yung scope niya or time frame niya rather is beyond 3 years. Ang short-term plans naman are plans covering 1 year or less. Itong short-term plans, ganyan, anong gagawin mo next week, or next month, for the next 3 months, ganyan. Okay. So, ano naman ang tawag, okay, sa plan na gitna naman, 1 to 3 years. Okay, bonus 3 yun na ang makakasagot din. Ano ang tawag sa plan na between long-term and short-term? Okay, next type of plan naman natin ay specific. I think this is according to specificity, specific plan and directional plans. So, ang specific plan class, it is clearly defined and leave no room for interpretation. Okay, what is written is yun na yun. Hindi mo na kailangan interpret. Ano kayang gagawin dito? No. Kumbaga sa direction, step by step siya. However, ang directional plans naman are flexible and set out general guidelines. Meron kang guidelines pero you can, siguro pwede mong baguhin, depende sa situation, ganyan. For example, meron kang sinet na, for example, sa weather, ganyan, sa isang event, ganyan. Pwedeng mabago kasi kung biglang umulan, meron kang plan B, ganyan. Okay, the last one is, I think this is, sorry. It's frequency of use, types of plan based on frequency of use, single-use plans, one time mo lang gagamitin. Ito yung mga plano for event lang na once a year, ganon. At hindi mo na siya pwedeng ulitin next year or pwede kang makuha ng basis, pero once mo lang ginamit. And standing plans are ongoing plans that provide guidance for activities performed repeatedly. Ito yung ilang beses mong gagamitin talaga yung plan. Okay. Yan. So, the next part class is actually about setting goals and developing plans, but that will be discussed in the part 2 of this video. Okay? See you!